Hello friends, welcome back. Let's talk about what's been going on with these cryptocurrencies that I'm covering for this month, the predictions that I made for Bitcoin, Solana, and Stellar. So we had that I thought that it could be, it was going to be a volatile for most cryptocurrencies, but for Bitcoin especially, there was a chance of seeing a powerful correction right here, right today. So we really did not see that unless something changes in the very next few hours that remain. I think today is going to close on the green. Very little volatility, basically just on the current position, basically below 2%. So not much was to be made of today. Really very little movement to actually do some profits, but at least it avoids the correction that I was foreseeing for that day. Now what could happen tomorrow is that we have a green 20 to possibly 21. 20 is also shared by these both ranges, the red and the green one, so we can potentially see a more active day tomorrow because there's that pattern right here that basically indicates volatility. But for some reason, many of these days, for example on the 17th as well, are right here, and on other days, some of them really played out, but others really are not doing any of that. So maybe this month, really February, has been extremely boring. Look at this. Bitcoin has been inside a range for practically 90% of the current month. It's basically just a complete range. Now there are some potential, for some perpetuals, for some shorting or quick longs or whatever, but it's very, very boring because the price is basically inside a range. It's just going up and down, up and down. Many of these days are also complete flat line, so very little to actually go by. So the only real day that was extremely volatile was on the 3rd, which way I told you also that it could be very volatile. But other than that, it's very kind of boring to me, in my opinion. But yeah, the signals for the next days are exactly that. Possibly an active day for tomorrow. On the 21 and possibly on the 22, I can see solid greens. But after that, after this range right here of opportunity zone, green range, I see very little possibility of going upwards even further. So if I were to resume this around the 24, possibly on the 26, maybe, I'm going to be completely bearish on Bitcoin and possibly most cryptocurrencies. But for that we need to cover, and let's check the other charts. So this is Solana. You all know that Solana complete non-stop collapse after the Libra scandal, which is still unresolved and is still bringing new material. If you are really into that, you should watch basically just Twitter, because that's where the information is being published. But yeah, we have that for today. Was also I was expecting a correction, but not a really strong correction, unlike Bitcoin, because we also had the green right here. So I was expecting some volatility. It was not completely flat, but the price is basically inside. There has been very little movement. So from the starting position on Solana till today to the current position, we're talking about 3%. So it might seem big compared to the Bitcoin, which was basically less than 2%, something like that, but it's really not that big compared to what Solana usually yields. They usually give higher percentages. So yeah, what I said about Bitcoin can also be applied to Solana right here, because the 20, this one is the 21 as well, so I'll just fix it right here in case some people are confused about this. But yeah, on the 20 maybe we can see a more active day with some more movements, more possibly ranges to open some positions. But around the 21 especially and the 22, I think it's going to be quite wild for Solana. I think these days could be volatile, but again, just like I told you about Bitcoin, because this month, especially for Bitcoin, but for most of Solana as well, was basically inside a range. Okay, the price goes up and down, completely inside this range. The only real breakout happened after the Libra scandal, which you can see right here. Okay, so lower lows. That's the only case right here. Solana is the only cryptocurrency that is so far displaying this breakout or this break of pattern, because all other cryptocurrencies that I'm covering are not really showing this. Okay, they are complete inside the range. And to show you that, I'll go and watch the final chart, which is Stellar. So far the best performing crypto I'm covering right now. Way more movements. This is what I like to see when the price gives ample opportunities to make some nice profits, either going short or going long. Even if you're doing spot trading, I mean, this is fascinating. Okay, so right now we can see a solid green day for Stellar, very solid. Right here, we're talking about 3%, almost 4%. So I was expecting a volatile day for Stellar, and it was. It could have been even way more volatile than this, but don't get me wrong, this is a good move compared to the other charts that we just analyzed. So for Stellar specifically, this is going to be a range of days 21-22, where it's going to be crazy, because I have never seen such divergence where you have a green circle and a completely, with the same days, a red box. Okay, completely divergent on the same day. So it's going to be wild. Maybe one of these days will be very volatile on the uptrending, and the other one will be volatile downtrending. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens on these days. For that, I'll have to analyze with my indicators, my secret sauce, because maybe that will be the best way to spot which day is going to be green and which day is going to be red. But yeah, after that we can see another danger zone around the 24-25, and that's exactly when I think I'm going to be full bearish mode on most cryptocurrencies, unless Stellar does something different, which is so far the most likely candidate to do that, because they do have the potential. They are the best performing cryptocurrency right now for this month, and I will not be surprised if Stellar actually manages to do the unthinkable. So yeah, that's basically the all of that I want to cover with my trading signals for cryptocurrencies. Guys, I am also I'm still experimenting on the meme coin group and other projects that I talked about previously. But yeah, I need more people. Okay, I need more people so this can grow. So the meme coin project can be actually, can actually work. Okay, because if I only have like 10 people, guys, I know some FNF groups which do have that kind of people, like only 10 or 8 people, but they usually have a large capital, okay, large amounts of money available. So I'm not going to ask you guys to go that route, okay? We need some masses. We need some massive support, around 50 people more. So yeah, it's coming, guys, it's coming. I just want to clarify that because some people have been insistent on that, thinking like I already got the cabal. I know where to look at. I have I'm building my own software to search for me and scan some good coins. Right now the market is trash, but there are still some good opportunities here and there. That being said, it's going to take a while before I go full into the masses with that kind of knowledge. Other than that, guys, I just want to remind you all to subscribe, share, and like. Okay, give me your support, give me your subscriptions, your comments, your likes, whatever. You guys know I always appreciate that. Okay, so having said that, I wish you a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.